Hello, my soul friends. It's Victoria, here to offer you a little soul nurturing to help override all the fear reactions and overwhelm you may be experiencing. All that has triggered your sympathetic nervous system, triggering fear and causing a reaction instead of the ability to simply be present and respond. Fear is a normal and natural response, and considering all we're going through individually and collectively, we can expect it. It's really just your body-mind system communicating with you that it is perceiving possible threat or possible danger. Even in normal times, in situations where nothing's going wrong or there is no real threat, we may receive an erroneous fear response based on an association in our subconscious mind that causes us to feel like we're in fear even though there's no actual threat. There is a wonderful acronym for fear: false evidence appearing real. With these times with so much going on that can be concerning and really a threat, our brains can get triggered over and over again. It's our work, our inner work, to be able to discern, is this a real threat or an imagined threat? And to reassure ourselves and our body-mind system that we can meet what is and respond to what is with the power of choice and the reminder that we are capable, that we do have strengths like resiliency and adaptability to meet what is and to move beyond it. So it's important to be aware when we're getting triggered, which can happen, again, quite often now, especially if we're watching too much news or haven't yet established supportive routines to help us regulate, to help us get into a new rhythm with life. So we first need to be present when we notice a fear reaction, and just let it be a reminder to connect to your body, to connect to your wisdom and your inner strengths to help you respond instead of react to what is, and to activate the parasympathetic response, which will help you calm and regulate and return back to your baseline. And even beyond that, to a state of being that shifts you from surviving to thriving. You can choose to be calm and confident, calm and trusting, even joyful. You can decide. You are the only one in control of your inner environment. No one but you can go inside and change your inner settings but you. I'm simply going to be guiding you on an inner journey for you to make some empowering choices to expand your awareness and update your settings. How does that sound? Even by simply choosing to listen to this guided support, and we'll be going into a guided meditation soon, you may have already noticed your body is relaxing a little bit more, and your breathing is shifting, going even deeper into your belly. Just notice that, be with that. And before we drop deeper, I do want to bring your attention to some of those fear responses or possibly grief responses, which can very much feel like fear, so that you can identify them and be present to yourself with compassion and support and the ability to facilitate what you need. Some of those sympathetic nervous system reactions can be a change in your breathing, like breathing a little bit more shallow into your chest instead of all the way into your belly. Or your breathing may be more rapid. Or you may even find yourself holding your breath, especially if you've ever experienced trauma in the past. You may notice this reaction, a sudden holding of the breath. You may notice your heart racing. You may feel irritable. You may experience scattered thinking or going round and round in circles, not being able to figure out what to do next. You may be unable to focus, and you may feel overwhelmed or frozen, stuck, unable to do anything. These are symptoms of the sympathetic nervous response that triggers fight, flight, or freeze. The good news is, the sooner you are able to notice any of these responses, the sooner you are able to shift with compassion and awareness and connect inward to begin the process of overriding those reactions. The more you practice identifying your fear or grief responses and offering yourself compassion right where you are, it'll get easier and easier for you to calm yourself and to remain calm. Okay, it just felt important to share all of that first. So now let's shift into an inner journey or meditation to support that calming of the mind, to allow you to connect inward, to change the settings to more supportive settings. The more you do this, the more easy it is to connect inward, to be your own shelter, to shelter inside, or as I like to say, shelter in soul. So now just find a comfortable position to relax into. You can be seated or lying down. Just a gentle reminder to not listen to this while you're driving, although I don't imagine you are, especially since most of us are sheltering in place right now. But if you are, just pause this recording and listen to it when you're in the comfort of your home, or pull over if you need to. And allow yourself to have this time to just give yourself permission to receive what you need to restore, rejuvenate, and reset your inner settings. Let's start with a deep into the belly breath, which is a simple yet powerful way to quickly override a fear response. To let the body-mind system know that you are okay and all is well. By simply taking a deep breath, you can trigger the parasympathetic response, which will soon return you to a calm and relaxed state. While you are focusing on your breath, become aware with that compassionate awareness of your current state of fear or overwhelm or grief. I like to use the analogy that the brain and mind is very much like a computer. And overwhelm is like having many windows open on your computer. Think about what that does. It causes the computer to work less efficiently, or even to really be bogged down, operating a lot slower. Well, think about your windows of your mind open. With so many windows of concern open in your mind, you may not be functioning at the best and highest level for your abilities. You may not be able to have focus and clarity. You may notice that your energy is drained or your well-being is compromised. So let's use that image. Allow an image to form, whether you see it or you can just imagine it or feel it. get a sense of what it would be like. Of all the windows open in your mind right now, especially the ones that you can't do anything about anyway. All the things you are worried about or concerned about, or have those prompts in the mind that you need to take action. So many things that you need to take action on can cause a spin on the inner. Trust yourself that the things that you need to take action on, you will remember and you will be able to do what is needed, especially after you have reclaimed your capacity and set your inner thermostat on a really nice, calm, peaceful inner climate. So breathing in, being prepared to turn within, and if you need to, you can pause this recording and write down everything you are holding in your mind right now that you need to clear and release, that to-do list or anything that you need to take action on in the future. So you can just empty your mind and receive what you need so you can feel more prepared and respond more effectively. So go ahead and do that now if you need to. I'll be here waiting. Emptying our minds is a good practice in general, to do that at night, to just write down everything we're holding on a list, or giving it to a prayer box or a God box, writing it down, putting it away. That's saying that God's going to be up all night anyway, right? So surrendering all those things that we can't do anything about in the present moment. Let it go, especially before we go to sleep. So that the worry and concern windows can be shut down. We can do that anytime, really, throughout the day. We can decide, going into that inner awareness of the setting control and shutting those windows down. And then becoming present to what is most supportive in the present moment. It's important to note that we all have a predisposition to be looking for what is wrong and be looking for the problems. We do this every day, even when things are going well. It is a natural function of our survival brain to help us stay safe. But right now, this inner work is going to help us shift from survival brain to thrival mind. Even with so many things catching our attention, where we can get stuck focusing on the problems and the threats, real or imagined, we can take control of our minds. We can redirect our focus. So it is important to acknowledge where you are focusing. And if you're focusing too much on all of those fear concerns, all the negative things, you need to shift your focus, call yourself back, focus on things that are working, focusing on where you are safe, where all of your needs are met. It is our jobs to reassure our body-mind system that all is well, and to even let our body-mind systems know, I'm aware of the threat, I'm aware of the concern, and I also trust and know that I can manage it. You can turn the alert off. And again, to take your mind to what is working, on where you do feel safe and how you already are safe. You can focus on what is working. And you need to practice this more than practicing on what's not working. We need to offset this natural function of the brain called the negativity bias with supportive focus on where we are noticing where our needs are met, where our soul is fed, where we are feeling connected and supported. You can simply have a talk with your mind. You can let it know, yes, I'm safe. I have shelter. I'm safe. I have food and water and connection. And yes, I do belong. Yes, yes, yes. All my basic needs are met. This will satisfy that survival mind and allow you to move into thrival mind. And that thrival mind is where you can grow through all you face. Okay, so back to checking in with your body with that compassionate awareness, assessing how you're doing, and practicing this simple tool of breathing in with what you need in this moment. Exhaling anything and everything that is not supporting you. Calming the mind-body system. Breathing in all the way down into your belly. And exhaling it all the way down through your feet into the earth. You can even practice breathing in through the core of your body and taking that breath like dropping roots into the ground, grounding into the earth, so your body-mind system can have a sense of inner stability in this moment and in every moment. I invite you also to put your hand on your heart. This is my go-to tool that helps shift immediately to a calm state. It's important to practice this tool the first moment you experience a fear reaction. Not only will you connect to your body and help your body release the bonding, calming hormone called oxytocin, it just feels good. Like you're giving yourself the compassion and love you need, and that reminder that all is well, so vital. That you are with you. You're not alone. As we befriend ourselves with compassion and love, we can feel that connection, maybe not in the same way as being around a loved one, but how important it is to cultivate this with ourselves. We are never alone. We're always with ourselves. So back into your body with awareness, closing all those windows in the mind right now. You don't need to think about anything else right now, except for being present to yourself and possibly opening up files or windows in the mind that are supportive, like a self-care file. Anything that is supportive and soothing and relaxing. You can even open up a file in the mind of a time you were in a wonderful place in nature, or on a beautiful vacation that was soothing and relaxing and rejuvenating and calming. Here's a secret. Your mind doesn't know real or imagined. That's why worry can take us over and it can feel so real. When we claim the power of our mind, the minds we were created with, the powerful imagination we were created with to help us and support us, we can imagine that which is supportive. And we can even take ourselves anywhere in our imaginations we long to be. We can all be sitting on a beach in Hawaii right now. Imagine we are, feeling the tropical breezes swirling around us, hearing the sounds of the ocean, feeling the ocean spray on our bodies, and the warm sunlight, and of course, our feet and toes in the warm sand. Doesn't that feel good? Your body-mind system needs to be nurtured and needs support. It needs a timeout to help you in holding and creating a state from which you can not only survive but thrive. Just breathing in more deeply, relaxing a bit more. Connecting inward to your own soul wisdom. Listening inward. Is there anything else you need to be aware of? Anything real or imagined that would feel calming and lifting right now. It's important to remind yourself over and over again that your needs are being met, and you can even imagine ways where certain needs aren't being met, that they can be met through the imagination, through the power of your mind. So you can remind yourself how your needs are actually being met right now and what is working, and ways that you would imagine those needs being met in the future. You can even take a moment to remind yourself of the blessings you are experiencing and those simple gifts of present moment awareness, those simple gifts of life that become available to us when we're a little bit more present and slowing down. These beautiful blessings and gifts within even a time of challenge. Practicing gratitude is another way to calm the body-mind system and to lift yourself into a thrival mindset. So, what are you grateful for? And when you think about what you're grateful for, how does that feel? Doesn't that evoke a sense of joy and peace and happiness? Yeah. It feels good to be grateful. Or how about having a really good laugh? When's the last time you had a really good belly laugh? So healing, so calming, so restorative. So make a point of seeking out things that make you laugh. Even learning how to laugh at ourselves through all the silliness of our human experience. It's vital to let our brains rest so our body-mind system can integrate or discard all the things we've been processing. We need to let our bodies rest and our brains rest, even more so during times like these when there is so much going on. It's also helpful to invite in our inner wise self to feel support on the inner, to remind us and reassure us that we're okay and we do have what we need and we do know what to do, or at least we're willing to find out. We're willing to shift and to grow through what is. Just relaxing in this moment with this question on your heart. What else can I do to support myself through this time? Is there any self-care item you need to begin to practice, or you've been getting those soul reminders or noticing it more and more? That's soul trying to get your attention, waiting for you to say yes, to take compassionate action on behalf of yourself. What will help you to move some of that energy that rises when you find yourself triggered by something? Movement is good. Exercising, or even better, dancing. Yes, dancing. It's so good because it really integrates what we're learning and it moves energy, and it's another one of those things that just feels good. And it invites our inner child to take the lead for us and to play and to express and to just be. Like a child, how children can be in that trusting mode, in that mode that allows them just to be present. I want to remind you that you are the expert of you. The more you connect with your body and your own wisdom, the more you will identify what works best for you. Breathing into your knowing and letting your body fill up with what is most supported and needed right now. What would you be feeling and experiencing if you were in your favorite location right now? What would be different? Notice that. expand that. Letting yourself receive all that you need. Is there someone you're missing because we are physically distancing at this time? Well, you know what? You can invite them in through the power of your imagination. Invite them in. There is no limitation within the power of our minds that we are created with. Yes, invite them in. It's safer to have them here in your own mind with you. Imagine yourself hugging your friends and your loved ones that you're not able to be with right now. Let's take it up a step. Imagine giggling with them. Imagine someone just told a funny story, or you're watching a funny movie together. Let yourself feel the joy of that. Imagine you are all laughing together and being lifted up together, feeling good. Yes, this feels good. Your body-mind system loves this. Whatever it is for you, you can make it real and you can imagine it. And the bonus is that when we are able to resume connection in the way we desire and do the things we long to do, if we're practicing imagining those things right now, our body-mind systems are going to be so ready. But right now, satisfying those needs, those longings right now, imagine you are doing and experiencing all you desire, using all of your senses as if it's happening right now. The places you want to go, the activities you want to participate in, the people you want to spend time with, all of it. Imagine it as it is happening right now, in this present moment. The mind does not know past or future or anything else but the present. So be in the present moment, feeling as if it's happening now, receiving what you need right now. And the cool thing is this, that you can pre-program a state that you want to experience when you do resume life as it was, or actually life as it will be, because we can't go back to what was. We are right now co-creating a new normal together, a new, and let's imagine and claim, higher and greater way of being. What do you need in that imagined future self? Do you want to feel more confident? Do you want to be able to flow more easily with life, with others, with conversation, to feel authentically you, to be safe, to be yourself? Well, feel that right now. See that right now. Claim that right now. I want to take a time to clear any of that scarcity thinking that is really alive in most of us right now too. Not having enough or not being able to work in the way that we used to. So let's clear that. And I like to say the word scarce is also the word sacred. If we turn it around and move those letters around and claim sacred. So in our sacred imaginations, we can imagine ourselves being prosperous, back into the rhythm of our life and our job, or even a new opportunity more aligned with your soul potential that will arise during this time of transition that you may not have even thought about yet. So right now, just imagine you are in that. Not the specific thing, but the feeling state that you want to experience. Feeling abundant, feeling accomplished, flowing with your life, enjoying your life, feeling successful, feeling content, whatever feeling state you desire connected to what you desire. Do you get what we're doing here? Yeah, we're using the power of our minds to support us, to help us in this moment, and help us create a future that when we're ready and able to, we're going to step in prepared and aligned with what we're calling in. The first intention of this guided soul nurturing was to turn off the sympathetic nervous response and to activate the parasympathetic response of calm, letting your mind, body, system flood with calm energy, enhancing and knowing that all is well and all will be well, or whatever reassuring phrase works for you. That all your needs are met, and if you're not able to meet them in this moment, you can become creative and resourceful to do so. I believe in you. You've got this. We've got this. Imagine that right now your basic needs are met, and even beyond that, your thrival needs are being met. Thriving is a state that allows us to grow through what is. That's a beautiful goal, isn't it? You can do that. You can choose to thrive. So just breathing into your heart and letting all of the gifts of your own heart's compassion and love and acceptance flow through your body, nurturing and nourishing every cell of your body. I want to offer some affirmations here for you, but take them in as if you're offering them to yourself. For you are worthy of your own love and support. You are safe. You are safe. Yes, you are. You are loved. You are lovable. You are love. You are worthy. Worthy of having your needs met. Worthy of fully being who you are. Worthy you are. And any other affirmations you know would be helpful for your subconscious mind to take in on behalf of you, to feel into, to let the experience of embodied wisdom hold those affirmations for you. Offer them to yourself right now or anytime you need them. So now, as we begin to wrap up our inner journey, you can decide, as again, you are in control on the inner. You are the expert of you. You know best what you need. So you can decide to just simply fall asleep right now, having a deep, replenishing, restorative sleep. Sleep is the best way to integrate and reset. Have you ever experienced a time when you didn't know what to do, or you felt stuck or overwhelmed? And then you took a nap, or you slept through the night and you awoke with the gift of fresh perspective and clarity of knowing. Guided meditation can feel like that too. Just taking a pause, you can come back with more energy, expanded awareness, greater clarity, feeling more grounded and prepared to be with what is. So you can go to sleep now. Or you can wake yourself up simply by just opening your eyes and coming back to this beautiful gift of life unfolding. Whatever you choose, I hope you receive something supportive within this time together. Take good care of yourself until we connect in the next video or meditation, and stay connected to your soul. Nurture your own soul potential and reach out for support if you need. I'm available if you need any additional support. It is my honor to support you on your journey. So, until next time, be well and take good care of you.